Welcome to another Not Naughty Bay Stays. Today we're looking at Putanui, which is in the northern arm of the Mahau Sound. Mahau Sound is the first sort of big bay as you leave Havelock, and on the other side of Mahau Sound is the Kenepuru Sound. It's early morning, start of summer. The sun came up at about 6:30, so that's not so bad in the Sounds, considering that we're tucked in behind a bluff and that's sort of blocking our northerly aspect. At the other end of the day, you get a gorgeous sunset. So all in all, this is a pretty good spot if you want to spend your day bathed in sunshine, or your solar panels, that is. There's a load of batches here. It is a fantastic place, and it's really the first kind of real soundsy bay that you can stay in. It's deep enough to anchor, and we've actually seen loads of dolphins in here before. We use this stop a lot, primarily because there's a couple of club moorings here. So there's a club mooring there and a club mooring over there. They're both rated for 35 tons and 18 metre vessels. It's really the first place that you can set yourself up for the night if you leave late in the day, or if you arrive too late to tackle the channel in the day or the tide's all wrong for you. And it's reasonably protected from the northerly, the northwest, and the very rare northeast. However, because it's the entrance to the channel, every boat that needs to use the Havelock Marina will be coming past, and that means the big mussel fleet and large sport fishing boats and trawlers like ours. But essentially all of that traffic is coming past. They create quite a bit of wake that just reverberates across the bay and inevitably hits you, and the boat rocks and rolls a lot. So let's talk about connectivity. Super important these days. This bay has got strong 4G coverage, super strong signal, so if you're running your boat off of the cell networks, you're not going to have any issues here. Putanui is the headland that separates Mahau Sound from Kenepuru. There's actually a walk here that you can do where you can go to the top of the headland and look over into the Kenepuru Sound, which is fantastic, and we've done it and it's great. Getting access up to the track is challenging now, and the other ways of getting up there are equally challenging. So it's not easy to actually get up onto the track. But once you do get on the track, 45 minutes takes you to the lookout. It's a great walk, however it is very challenging. There is several slips to negotiate, there's several trees to climb over and under, and we haven't done this track for a number of years now. Can't guarantee that the access has improved. It may well have declined significantly. If you are adventurous and you do need to get your kids off the boat and get them exercised, just tackling this track is fantastic. You're walking through that sort of forest, which is quite magnificent. On a nice calm day with minimal boat traffic, not a bad spot to hang out and wait for the tide so that you can tackle the Havelock Channel. This is a collection point for a whole lot of logs. As the waves sort of relentlessly beat against this shore, it brings with them a whole lot of logs. So you end up in the firing zone, especially after a storm, for log activity. Another one of the features of this beach is the rocks. So Max has been crystal hunting, and Alex, what have you found?
I found lots of these rocks with holes all the way through. And they're pretty cool.
They are pretty cool, aren't they?
Yeah. And
we've found some other bits and pieces as well. These weird rocks with the holes in. How are they made? And Max?
I found a giant rock with lots of crystals on it.
That's pretty fantastic. At the eastern edge of this beach, so there's the first mooring down there. The second mooring is out here, so this is the beach off of the most eastern mooring, there is something very exciting to discover. On the edge of this beach is all of these amazing little caves. And in these caves are weta, which are nocturnal. So this is best done at night time, best done with a torch, and best done with some inquisitive children. So a cave like this is exactly what we're looking for. Probably not going to see very much during the daytime. There's all these caves to explore, and I'm sure you will find yourself face to face with a weta, because we've done it before and we've seen them. So that was a big gust, and you can see all the white caps out there. So the level of protection that you're going to get in this bay is not fantastic, but it's certainly better than being out there. So what we're facing at the moment is a gusting 35 knot nor'wester. And we're getting reasonable protection, but the boat is swinging around quite a bit and tugging quite hardcore on the mooring.
Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed our bay stays look at Putanui South in the northern end of the Mahau Sound. Please go and visit our website notnaughty.nz and search up the section Bay Stays. In that section you will find all of the information you need to know about cruising the Marlborough Sounds. There's information there about anchoring, there's information there about cell phone coverage, there's information about shelter. It's a comprehensive look at what's going to make the most of your time in the Marlborough Sounds. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe on this video, and go and check out the rest of our videos on our channel. Stay naughty.